well, okay, without getting too deep, I'll ask you this real quick. Okay, so hypothetically, let's say there's a chick and she's a little hoe bag and she's like maybe 13, but she's just somehow early on is a hoe bag at a young age.
Yeah.
Are you saying that like you still think if the parent said, hey, my daughter's 13, she's really young, but you know what? She's, I guess, overtly sexual, whatever, and I'm willing to be okay with like you being with her if you wanted to have a relationship with her. You're even as young as 13, you think should be legal.
As young as the period, yep.
Oh, there you go, guys. I don't want to tell you. A lot of people will say, oh my God, he's a pedophile. Get him off of there. They're not. People can't understand that. Like, I don't agree with it, but but that's not a law, thank God, anyway. But there are. How does that work? Are parents allowed actually to sign? How does that work?
I mean, truth be told, it's technically allowed anyways. Like, to be real with you, if no one like presses any charges or anything, if no one calls police, it's just like nothing's gonna happen.
It just comes down to the parent, like almost having the permission of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I thought there might be a law with that where they're not like a parent can be considered out of their mind. Like you're not allowed.
Well, so like a parent, like it's technically still illegal, but it's like it has to be reported, kind of thing. Like someone has to see it and say something. Or like,
here come the despicables, dude. He's despicable. There he comes. That the chat is blowing up now. You riled him up. But didn't that Wings guy say the same thing? And like, yet he's famous. Like, I don't know, that big fat guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
Wings of fucking disorder or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, there you go. Gnome coming in. Nobody's got anything else to ask. Somebody, he already said it's not a sin, or he said it's a sin, but he's free.
You're allowed to sin. You sin every single day.
Everybody sins, but I mean, what about the scale of sinning, though? That there is a big difference between a lie and fucking murder, or so, you know what I mean? That
yeah, but I mean, the Bible clarifies the wages of all sin is death, and that death was paid for by Christ.
Well, there you go. I mean, what is he saying? If there's grass on the field, play ball. You got a supporter there.
Let's go.
That's disgusting. Golly, you guys are some sick fucks in there. Ask him about precocious puberty. Oh my God, we're not going to get into that kind of stuff. That's a little too much for me. I don't want to get going down that road. That's too much stuff like that. I'm not going down that. I don't want to hear that at all. That way over. That's flat out disgusting.
I'm about to head out, but I have one more statement about this. Would you guys rather a little hoish 15-year-old find her husband, get married, and instead of sleeping around in their 20s till they're 30, dried up fucking ovaries, 100+ body count, just have gotten married at that young age, had kids, and settled down?
Well, actually, in a lot of countries, that's still a thing. Arranged marriages for kids and shit.
Yeah.
It's just our country, that don't fly. That don't fly with us.
It used to.
Yeah, you're going back into the fucking what do they call that days? The fucking wagon fucking days or whatever. I don't know, but like, you're going to hell, Vegas. I agree. Ask him what's the biggest tran dick he sucked. You have a big tranny dick story?
Nothing crazy.
Aren't trannies like little like Thai boys with tiny dicks and shit anyway?
I prefer the twinkish ones. Yes.
You prefer? So, all right. Last question. All right. Pretty obvious, but be honest though. Be real honest. You are trapped on a deserted island. You can only pick one: a tranny or a girl. What are you going with?
Tranny. The tranny can help me work. The girl is just going to waste my time.
Oh, yeah. He's not dead. What are you? See, you're not. What is your racial background here?
I'm Greek. My full name is Yorgos Tassos Liakopoulos. Yorgos is George. Tassos is resurrection in Greek, and Liakopoulos is son of Elijah. So my full name is Earth Worker, resurrected, the son of Elijah. George Tassos Liakopoulos.
You're more Jeff Dahmer vibe.
Yeah.
What about one more? He said, "You ain't Mexican. You ain't no Mexican."
No, I'm Greek.
Greeks invented ass fuck. No, I don't know about that, but All right, Zero Great, 100% Mexican. That Gnome made his appearance here. He had his opinions. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Musical is back. All right, man. I'll let you.
Wait. If you guys don't like it, I still love you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm sure he'll be back around one day. There he is. I don't know, man. I gave him a platform. I just wanted to get into his head a little bit and see what you heard what he had to say. No, I will say I had a different. Look, it's the thing about for me is I'm a pretty weird guy myself. I come on here, I say crazy shit, and everybody knows how I can be. So I don't want to be like a hypocrite and be like, oh, he's such a bad guy. He says horrible things. I've said some bad stuff too. But some of the, that I don't know how deep into that. He's dark black magic, I don't know anything about that stuff. That's his scene. That's Rigo's scene. Whether or not these guys, are about it for real, or if it's a big online thing, who knows? But you heard everything he had to say. And yeah, I don't agree with a lot of that shit, but he's putting himself out there. And if he's willing to say it, he said he's willing to deal with whatever fallout there is from it. And he just doesn't give a fuck. So what am I supposed to say to that? So, and I actually agree with a lot of what he was saying about